Stupid Movies where we watch them so you don't have to.
That is right. And this week, we watched Benny Loves You. 2019 rated TVMA, 94 minutes long. This was directed and written and starred Carl Holt. Also starred Claire Cartwright and George Colley.
So Benny Loves You. Was this like
No.
So we're kids, or we used to be kids, and we had a pet toy, or pet animal toy. We had a bear, stuffed bear thing. We had toys, and if we throw them away, they get mad, and they possess and come back to life and kill us. Or not kill us, but yes. If you love somebody else, they'll kill them.
I'm having a hard time this morning.
I am having a hard time. Adam, what was
Drink some
Benny?
more coffee.
What did Benny love about this movie? Or what was this?
What was this movie about?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
What you said.
So, Benny Loves You is about what happens if a Tickle Me Elmo doll goes evil.
Yeah.
And starts killing people. It's a guy who is a toy designer. As he's trying to get his life in order, he's going through and cleaning his old stuff out and throwing toys out. And one of the things he gets to throw out is a doll. It's basically a Tickle Me Elmo. Like, it's not, but it totally is.
Yeah,
it's
same
red.
color.
It's got
Yep.
the same mouth. It's got the same high-pitched voice. It's a fucking Tickle Me Elmo doll. And Benny doesn't like that. And so he comes to life. Benny is very jealous. And anyone that the guy loves that isn't Benny gets murdered.
Well, Benny loved this movie. What did we like about it?
Right off the top, this movie was really funny.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God, it was funny. I laughed multiple times during this movie. It was really, really funny.
It is goofy. It's silly. It's very self-aware.
Yep.
And they utilize that in their advantage. The thing that probably made me laugh the most, though, was just watching Benny run and walk and dance. However they did that, I couldn't tell. Was it CG or was it an actual puppet?
I think it was a puppet and they CG'd out the strings.
Okay.
Just the way it moved.
It cracked me up. And his voice cracked me up.
Yeah.
Benny
loves you.
Yeah. Play with Benny. And it's constant. It gets a little annoying at times, but it's still funny. I like the lead actor. I thought he did a good job. I thought he did good. He was a likable character. You kind of felt for him at times. Really liked the concept. It's kind of stupid, but I love it. Think of like Child's Play. You kill a doll, killing people. It's a terrifying idea, and that concept is always good. And I like that they didn't make this like a serious movie.
Right.
It's very much more horror comedy. But it worked, and I like that. I thought it was good.
This is going to sound surprising considering it is a horror comedy, but it was touching.
Yeah, at times.
At a number of points, and it kind of hit me at a couple different times. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, okay, I get it. We've all had that favorite toy that we outgrew and threw away, and what if it did come back to kill you? It's like, or what if it was the Toy Story effect? What if it was aware enough that it knew that you had outgrown it? And how would that feel? And what would, how would that fuck it up? And there were so many things in here that it was like, oh wow, that's really kind of touching.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a nice touch to it.
Yeah.
Horror comedy, kind of silly as hell, goofy, but it was very gory.
It was very gory.
It had a lot of blood and gore, a lot of kills, and most of it was on screen, and it was, I wouldn't say graphic, because it was more played out for humor's sake, I think, than anything. But you get all sorts of, slit throats, impalements, stabbings, blood flying everywhere. Yep. Stomachs cut open. I was surprised by that because I didn't really expect that with
the concept.
With this kind of idea, but they rolled with it and it looked good.
I like that some of the things they set up don't pay off until the very end.
Yeah.
But when they do, it's like, oh man, the one girl that he brought home at the beginning on a date, and then she found out he lived with his parents, and then you see what happens to her over the course of the movie.
Yeah.
And then at one point you're like, oh wow, they completely forgot about her. Okay, I guess that wasn't that important. And then at the very end, it's like, oh no, they didn't forget about her. They actually addressed it.
Yep.
I like that. It's like, set it up early, let us forget about it, and pay it off at the end. And we're like, oh wow, yeah, I forgot about that. This could very easily have gone over the edge and gone into just goofy territory.
To where it got dumb.
Yeah. It was goofy as hell, but it never hit that point where it was like, okay, I'm just watching a comedy now with some light horror themes
Yeah.
to it. It was always a horror movie.
Yep, kept that combination very well.
That's a tough line to walk.
It is. Yeah, there's not many that do it, that they do it, but they don't succeed.
They don't do it well.
And then the pacing I thought was pretty good overall. A few times it kind of slows down a little bit, but nothing. There's always something happening. It felt like, it goes by pretty quick. I mean, Benny's out there somewhere, and you know that, and he's coming for you.
I really like the cops.
Yeah, they were the dumb cops, what you see in horror comedies a lot. Just kind of those bumbling cops.
And it paid off in the end again.
Yeah.
That was one, they showed up at the end and they saw everything and they were like, you know what? We're not going to report this because neither one of us wants to be the one to report a killer doll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I thought they paid off really well.
Benny didn't like it when you didn't only love him. What did we not like about this?
We don't like Tickle Me Elmo. What else don't we like?
For some people, they're not going to like this because it is goofy and ridiculous.
Yeah.
My main thing was Benny's voice got annoying at times.
Yeah.
You're getting a third of the way in and you keep hearing, play with Benny. Benny loves you. And it's like, okay. And it's only because anytime he's on screen, he's doing something.
He's talking.
It's, which I get, but it didn't get annoying to the point to where I hated it or wanted to shut it off. But it was just kind of like, there he is again.
It was annoying, but at least it was understandable.
Yeah. Nitpick.
I would have liked to have seen more of Benny at the office when he was killing off all the coworkers.
Yeah.
I think there could have been a whole interesting movie just that. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more. I get that would have been a lot more expensive to shoot, so I understand the reasoning, but I would have liked to have seen a little bit more there. It was nice that they expanded it out to be more than just Benny.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
That was kind of interesting, but I feel like it was very underutilized. Yeah. And the way they explained it it's a doll that you really loved and then you kind of grew out of and quit loving. It's like, well, okay, I get that, but if that were what was really going on, it would be way more widespread.
Oh.
Like, it wouldn't be a surprise when a doll came to life.
Right.
Everyone would know to expect that. I don't know. I just felt like that part just didn't quite work for me, but that's a nitpick.
Let's just wrap it up like a new toy in a present.
I had a lot of fun with it. It was hilarious. It made me laugh a lot of times. The gore was fine. Nothing great. I like the concept. I would kind of like to see more set in this universe, explore this concept a little bit more, because it is an interesting concept, and I would love to see how that works, blown out a little bit more. So overall, I had fun, and I would recommend that if you hate Tickle Me Elmo, you watch this too, and you'll have some fun too. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 8.
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Definitely horror comedy. I like Benny. He's a likable villain. Just cracked me up with the way he moved and talks and laughed. And it does remind me of Tickle Me Elmo. Had some great horror elements, good comedy. It was funny. Pacing was good. A lot of gore, which I appreciate. Kind of more silly type gore, but it was fun. Acted well, shot well. It was just a fun time from start to finish. And I would like to see more of it. And if they do another one, I'd be down for it and call it Benny Loves You Too.
Benny Still Loves You?
Or Benny Still Loves You. So I'm going to go 8 out of 8 on this one, too.
Yes!
I know that Epic Pictures has the Blu-ray available, so I may just have to snag that bad boy. Have you seen Benny Loves You? Do you love Benny? Because if you don't, be careful. Let us know in the comments below.
How about let us know your favorite killer doll movie?
Hey, yeah.
Because there's a lot of them to choose from.
There's all sorts.
Let us know down below your favorite doll movie.
Tell your friends. If you don't, just do it. I haven't said that in a while, so just freaking do it or I will send Benny after you. If you like what we're doing, you can have her on Instagram
at Stoopid Movies, at Dr. Sketchturner, at The Horror Punk. You can check us out at facebook.com/StoopidMovies. You can email us, stupidmovies@outlook.com. Before we go, take a picture of your favorite blow-up doll and email it to Rob.
That reminds me.
He's shopping.
I'm not shopping.
You can check us over on Grindr, Stoopid Movies.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
What the hell is Grindr?
It's like Tinder, but for gay guys.
Yeah! Nope, that's only him, so I am not on there.